Hello and welcome to another video of mine, or welcome back if you already watched one of my videos. This is the Panthose Eyeshadows update, and as you're able to see, I also do work on single shadows. I work on every single shadow I have in my collection except for blacks and glitters, but I don't have too many glitters. But anyway, I always work on 6 shades at a time. And my goal is to use them 30 times or hit pen on them before rolling them out. So the first one I want to talk about today is the one that's in this project the longest, and this is by Touch of Glam Beauty, and this is the shade Butter Me Up. I used it 26 times previously, and I only needed 4 more times to use this one to get it out of this project, to roll it out, and I did do so. I did not only use it 4 times, I used it 6 times this month, so I actually did use it 32 times. So I am rolling this one out of this project because I hit my usage goal. And I'm always watching all of these for you to hopefully get at least an impression of these shades and of the color story I'm working on. So this is the shade. I think this time around you can definitely see it better than last videos. So yeah, that's a shade. You can also see if I hold it like this, that's kind of what you see on the eye. You can see this blue shift way more than the yellow base. So I kind of didn't really use it as a yellow tone. I more so used it as a blue tone, but also a lot with green looks because it works beautiful with greens. Having that slight yellow to it, but also that blue looks very nice with green looks. And the quality of this one was amazing, and this is one of the very few shades that also didn't crease on me. So yeah, this was very fun to use, and I really do enjoy any kind of shimmery yellows. So that was fun. Next up, a shade out of my ColourPop Semi Precious palette. I depotted that palette, and this is the shade I am currently working on. I did use this one 5 times last month for a total of 19 times. So this is staying in this project because I did not hit pen, nor did I hit my usage goal. And this is stunning. The quality of this one is so good. I'm saying this in every update, but I really do enjoy the quality of these shades, or of this shade in particular, even though it's super old. But that's the shade. So this is staying, and I want to keep working on this one. Then we finally have a palette in here. This is by BH Cosmetics, and I think it's the Lost in Los Angeles palette, but apparently only Los Angeles is written down here. Lost in Los Angeles, yeah, right. So yeah, this is the palette, and in here I am currently working on the shade The Abbey, which I did use 7 times the last month for a total of 17 times. So again, this one is staying in, and this one I talked about. I don't really know how to use it, but the way I tend to use it now is as an inner corner highlight, and that's the way I really enjoy using this one. I did use it as a crease shade before, but it was just too light. I did not yet try mixing it with another matte, but I want to do so this upcoming month. And maybe see if I can lighten up another deeper matte, possibly with this shade. I also have the Hello Kitty palette from ColourPop in here. And I do have this shade called Sandy currently in this project. And I did use this 7 times as well. And I did use this basically every time I use this one because I layered this one on top of this one to make the yellow come out of this one more, and I really enjoyed doing so. So yeah, I used this one 7 times for a total of 13 times now. So this obviously is staying again. And this is the shade swatched out. I think you can also see the difference in those two shades, where this one has such a strong blue shift to it, and this is a true yellow metallic, even though it also has a little bit of silvery shift to it. But yeah, I really enjoyed using them together. Another palette is this Sleek All Night Long palette. And in here I'm currently working on this one, the second shade on the bottom row. And I did use this one 8 times the last month, for a total of 19 times now as well. And every month I'm using this quite a bit because I use it on my lower lash line, and it's just easy to go with any kind of look using this one on the lower lash line. But I'm going to swatch it out for you obviously as well. And that's it swatched out. I mean, to be honest, I don't know how the quality of my videos on YouTube is, but seeing it right here with the quality I'm filming currently, I can definitely see the goldeny shift to it, or the bronzy goldeny shift to it, and I really, really enjoy that because it makes it lighter than it kind of looks in the pen, and it makes it just easier for me to use. But again, I use it on my lower lash line, and that's how I really enjoy it. And it also, the shift also comes out on the lower lash line, which is very, very nice. And the last shadow in my regular color story is out of the Juvia's Place The Deuce palette, and this one I just rolled in the other update. So I don't have any previous uses on this one within this project, and it's this one. It's Crepe or Crepes, I don't know. And I did use it 7 times again as well. I did use quite a few of them 7 times. Yeah, I'm going to swatch it out and then let's talk about it. This is very, very nice. It's also very soft and easy to blend. I really enjoy working on this one, and it works perfectly fine with this one especially. I really enjoy using this in the crease and then this one on the outer part of my lids. And then I also have had this one in the inner part of my lids the last few days, and this looks very, very nice. Normally this is not something I would go out and do, as in color-wise. I would not combine these shades with this kind of yellow and also cool toned shade, but yeah, it looked very, very nice. And that's also why I love this Panthoseeyeshadows eyeshadows, because it's getting me being creative. And yeah, anyway, this was my color story last month. I really think it's super, super cohesive. If you look at this, you wouldn't think I randomize all of my shades, but yeah, I was very, very happy with this color story. And if you watch my videos, you will know, or my Panthoseeyeshadows eyeshadows videos at least, you will know that I always roll in backup shades. And within last month, I had 1 backup shade. I am showing it to you right now. I always roll in backup shades in case I reach my goal on one of the shades to already start working on. And last month's backup shade was this one by Cleonut Cosmetics. It's in the shade Goblet, and I did use it twice within the last month. Not that much, but yeah, I already started working on it at least. And this one is crazy shifty and also very sparkly. I had this on one eyeshadow look and an eyeliner, and it was a night out look immediately, which I didn't expect, but it was so sparkly. And yeah, I would not just reach for it on a daily basis, but I have to figure it out a little bit using it on a daily basis because otherwise I will not ever roll this out of this project. But it's super pretty, no question, but it's just hard for me to use during the day. So I guess I am not going to have a lot of progress on this one because I only gonna use it teeny tiny bit of it every time I use it. But yeah, this is the shade and you can clearly see the shift to it, and also that it's sparklier than the other ones, even though obviously filming like this it doesn't show the sparkle really. But yeah, and again, doesn't it look super cohesive? It's crazy. I don't know how I ended up with such a cohesive color story. But anyway, this is next month's color story. Let's talk about it a little bit because I again want to roll in some backup shades. And I think I'm going to roll in 2 backup shades this month because I have 2 shades with 19 uses, which are the first one, the ColourPop Semi-Precious one, and then the sleek one. And obviously the sleek one I can just reach for on a daily basis on the lower lash line, so I'm probably gonna be able to reach for it 11 more times within the month for me to be able to roll it out the next month. And then this one is the second one with 19 uses on it so far, and I'm just gonna roll in 2 backup shades this month. Again, a little bit of explanation for my backup shades. I always roll in the first shade with the Wheel of Names. I have every single eyeshadow palette that I did not work on within the Panthoseeyeshadows Eyeshadows project pen within the last year and a half in that Wheel of Names, and I'm choosing the first one out of there, and the second one I'm choosing differently, or the ones after the first one I'm choosing differently. But anyway, let's choose the first one, and I'm going to insert the clip of the Wheel of Names right now. As you were able to see, I rolled in the LH Cosmetics Daybreak palette, and this one is almost brand new. I did use it twice or so. I don't know what to do with it. This is a potential declutter for me because this color story is something, I don't know, weird for me. But then I enjoy this one and this shade, for example. And yeah, I think I need to figure this just out a little bit more because the shimmers are very subtle and not that metallic. So yeah, I'm hoping within reaching for one of the shades at least 30 times, probably because I'm not going to hit pan on that one. I can also make a decision on the palette, but yeah, let's just roll in the shade I'm working on. Again, I'm not working on blacks, so I have 8 shades right here to roll in, or potential roll in. And I have the numbers from 1 to 8 written down on paper right here for me to choose one number. And I'm going to choose this one, which is 6. So the 6th shade in the palette. My first glimpse went to this one and I was like, oh no, a dark gray one. But It's actually this one because, again, I'm not working on the black. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's Inhale. That's the shade name. And that's the shade I'm rolling in as my first backup shade. And this will be interesting. I'm really, really hoping to try out more shades in general and try figure this palette out, whether I like it or not. Because I think potentially I could really, really enjoy this one. But yeah, having those shimmers that aren't really too metallic or too, I don't want to say sparkly because I don't really enjoy too much of glitter, but not that impactful, I guess, is hard for me to figure out because I don't normally tend to reach for shades like that. And I think this one is the most metallic out of here. Yeah, we will see. This is my first backup shade. And the second backup shade I'm rolling in from this pile of numbers. And every number in here corresponds to one eyeshadow in my collection. And yeah, I'm just going to choose one randomly out of here. And again, you can see I have a lot of eyeshadows. I want this one. Let's put all of these away. And I want this one. Oh, it's 22. This is going to be a super, super old shadow. Plus, oh god, I have to figure this one out. Because this definitely is one of my very, very old sleek palettes. But I depotted all of them. And I changed around the magnetic palette. And yeah, I have to figure out which one was 22 again. And I'm going to be right back. If I decluttered this shade, I also have decluttered some of my old sleek shades. I just have to choose a number again. But I'm going to try and figure out which color this is, and I'm going to be right back. And I actually still do have that shade. This is the 22nd eyeshadow I had within a whole big C palette of depotted sleek shades. And yeah, you can see I already have pen on it, but because this is such an old shadow and I actually put together two smaller sized magnetic palettes with my sleek shades to focus on this year a little bit more to get them out of my collection. I am rolling this one in still and I want to use it 30 times because I think I can get quite a bit of progress like that, and I again want to just reach for these shades, these sleek shades, because they're super, super old. And that's the shade. It's obviously a little bit similar to the ColourPop one. It's more purple than the ColourPop one, but I guess I would not use those two together, like this one and this one. I would not reach for those two together, but it's fine enough for me. I can just wait till I roll this one out and then start focusing on this one. So yeah, that's it. These two shades are my backup shades, and this is my color story for next month. And again, I hope you saw all the pictures. Oh, and again, oh no, I did not mention it. For the pictures, I forgot to take pictures last month. So maybe if you are noticing that two pictures look the same, that's why. I forgot a month of pictures. But anyway, this is my new color story. You can also see it on the screen, or maybe I already showed it to you. And that's the shades I am focusing on from now on. What do you think? How do you like the color story? Anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. These are all the palettes and shades I'm focusing on, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And I hope to see you soon in one of my other videos, or maybe next month's update of my Panthoseeyeshadows. I would be glad to see you again. Bye!